Hey peepsy doodles! So, this is going to be my first witchy haul video of 2016. Super excited about this one. Kevin and I went out of town overnight, last night into today, and I got to go to my favorite witchy shop of all time. I absolutely love it there, and I had a really cool experience and a very validating experience, and so I'm really excited to be able to share that with you, which I will as I get to those items. But yeah, so here we go with the witchy haul. So I of course bought my all-time favorite incense, like bar none, all-time favorite. It's the and I think I've showed you guys the Essential Essences sandalwood. Holy shit. And I was down to like 5 because I burn these suckers every day. So got 2 packages. They were out the last time I went, and I'm like, what the hell am I gonna do with my life? So they had them back in stock and I bought them. Yay. We were in the section like with Ted Andrews' Animal Speak and different kind of animal guides books. And on the shelf next to them were little animal totem, little coins, little pocket doodads, whatever. My brain doesn't work anymore, it's fine. So Kevin was kind of picking them up, and I knew he was looking for an owl, because if there was one, I would have bought it. But there wasn't one, and so as he was kind of looking, this one caught my eye. And she is a fox. And so I picked it up and I turned it over, and it says, "Blessings and magic are afoot, adventure is ahead." And so I was, holding on to it, and I just didn't seem to want to put it back. And, excuse me, so Kevin's like, well, why don't you carry it around for a little while and see if it's something that you want to take home with you? Which I normally do with things that I'm not sure of, and some things end up back on the shelf and some things end up coming home with me, and that's what happened with this. And so I haven't done a whole lot of research as far as the fox goes, but I'm kind of interested to look into that aspect. So got my little fox little girl there. So the rest of this stuff really has to do with the really cool experience. So a little bit of background. I kind of talked about it a little tiny bit on Facebook. I showed you guys the current book that I've been reading on shamanism, and it's a subject that I have been very interested in reading up on and possibly starting to learn for quite a while. And I finally picked up a book. It was an ebook that I bought on Kindle as opposed to the physical copy. And it is not anywhere near me, and it's on my Facebook. I can't remember the name of it because I can't remember anything anymore. But I really like the fact that it didn't tell you about, it wasn't a how-to, it was literally just the information on what shamanism is and what the practitioners are and what they do, and it was a great read and a great beginner, a beginner's read for somebody that's looking into the practice so that they know exactly what it is that they're getting into. And I really liked that, because there's so many books that you pick up to try to learn about a subject, and it ends up being a how-to, and you feel like you're supposed to be going through all of the different exercises while you're reading the book, but you don't want to because you just want to get the information. And so I really liked the book, and like I said, it's something in bone, and it's gone. It's completely gone. It's on my Facebook. So having read that, I was really interested in, when I got to my witchy store today, looking and seeing if they had anything as far as books go concerning shamanism and starting the actual practice. And I've been to that store a bajillion times. Every time we go to that town, I go there because we don't get to make it there very often. And I feel like I've never seen anything there as far as shamanism. So we walk in, and we always start out like the front of the store has all these crystals and essential oils, and then the books are along the wall, and it kind of moves backwards. So we always start out looking at the crystals and seeing if anything catches our eye. And the first thing that I ran into is something called a shaman stone. And so I'll just read this to you quickly. Shaman stones are deeply connected with the earth. The stones are both grounding and energizing, useful in connecting with one's animal guides, and in providing psychic protection. Purifies negative energies, considered sacred among the sages of many ancient tribes. Unlike most crystals, shaman stones don't need any special treatment or care, such as energizing in the light of the full moon. They are thought to be able to realign the energy centers, relieve energy blockage, stimulate chi, energy, ground, and center, and protect. So they had quite a few in a bowl, and I got the one that called to me. So this is my shaman stone. And it's actually funny now that I think about it, because this is the first thing that I picked up and I was holding with me through the entire store, and that is when I found, that's when I had such a strong call to pick up the fox pendant, was after I was carrying the shaman stone, which the shaman stone helps to connect with one's animal guides. So I just kind of made that connection. That's actually really cool. So the really cool thing about picking this up along with doing that is, so this is the first thing that I picked up throughout the whole store, was the shaman stone. And so obviously I was carrying it with me the whole time. So I found the fox pendant, and then I found a couple books that I really couldn't choose between. There ended up being a whole section of books on shamanism, and I'm like, I know that these have never been here before. And so it was crazy. I mean, have you guys ever, started delving into something, and, you go to some place to get something for that particular thing, and you end up finding exactly what you need, even though you have no idea how you were going to find it because you've never seen it at that place before, and all of a sudden it's all there. And it just kind of helps solidify what it is that you're trying to do, and it kind of makes you go, oh, okay, the universe is behind me on this. This is awesome. So I ended up picking up, I went with my gut because I wasn't sure. So the first book I got was called Seeing in the Dark, Claim Your Own Shamanic Power, Now and in the Coming Age by Colleen Dietzman. So that's the book. And then I got a book on shamanic journeying, and it's a beginner's guide, and that's Sandra Ingerman. I think it's Ingerman. And it actually comes with a CD that has 3 different drumming tracks on it. So I was really excited about these. So, we went to go check out, and the guy, so we had been talking to a lady the entire time that we'd been there. She actually came in and took my stuff and asked if I wanted to keep it at the register. I'm like, yes, because I've got my hands full. So she set it all at the register, like we were talking to her this whole time. By the time we got up to the register, she was available to help us, but another couple was asking her about stones and crystals and different things, and so she asked the man that was standing next to her if he would ring us up. He's like, oh, absolutely. So I end up putting all my stuff on the counter, and he's ringing us up, and he's like, I just want to let you know, he's like, these 2 books are absolutely fantastic. And I said, really? I'm like, I haven't bought anything as far as shaman books go. I haven't got anything. And I said, I was looking at the different authors, and these are the 2 books that called out to me, but I said there was like 8 different books over there, and I really didn't know what to pick. And he's like, these are fantastic. He goes, actually, I've been a shamanic practitioner for years, and he's like, I still use the CD in the back of this book. And he's like, Colleen, she has a really, really wonderful and easy way of putting things so that it's really easy to understand difficult information. And he's like, they're absolutely amazing. And he told me that Colleen actually is from Michigan, which is where we live. And he said that he has met and actually worked with both of these authors personally. And so that was awesome. So we kind of got talking, and I'm like, you know, this is just, he's like, are you just starting? And I said, yeah, I don't have anything. I haven't really done anything. I'm like, I'm literally picking this stuff up today. And so then he told me about how the owner of the store, because the store was taking over during the move, was taken over by a different owner. The owner of the store, he does, and I picked up his little pamphlet, because he does shamanic healing, and it kind of, there's like a whole different thing on it, but he leads journeying circles the first Monday of every month at that store. And, you know, he's like, once you get journeying down, you know, please feel free. It's a free thing to come. And you know, it's a group of people, and it's just fantastic. And he's like, I'm going to give you this card. He's like, actually, the owner, this shamanic healer, is my dad. He's like, and so I'm going to give you the card. He's like, my name is so-and-so, and if you have any questions whatsoever on anything that you're reading, anything that you're doing, if you're trying to journey and you can't quite get there, he's like, call me or my dad, and we would be happy